Hello and welcome to The Print. I'm Snehesh Alex Philip. On the 9th and 10th of this month, that is May, a two-day conference called the Parivartan Chintan 2, chaired by Chief of Defence Staff, that is CDS General Anil Chauhan, was held. The event was attended by officers from the three service headquarters, that is the Army, Navy, Air Force, the Department of Military Affairs, Headquarters Integrated Defence Staff, and members of various subcommittees of the Chief of Staff Committee, that is the COSC, mandated to oversee the initiatives undertaken and to generate novel ideas to give impetus to the ongoing process of theaterization. But what is happening? What is the Narendra Modi government planning? Remember that the BJP has put it in its manifesto. Is it a top-down approach or a bottom-up approach? But before I go further, I want to tell you about an upcoming program here at The Print. My colleague Ananya Bharadwaj, who is currently traveling across Kashmir to bring you stories of the first election since the revocation of the special status, would be live with the subscribers on this Friday, that is on the 17th of May. The subscribers will have an opportunity to ask her questions to understand what is really happening on the ground. But remember that this is only for subscribers. Just like Ananya, for these elections, multiple reporters from The Print have gone out to various parts of the country. To the northeast, down south, in Kashmir, in Gujarat, and multiple places. Even as I record this video, there are at least 5 other reporters who are on the ground bringing you live coverages and exclusive reports from the poll-bound states. But all of these comes at a cost. And hence, we want you to be part of this journey. Subscribe to The Print and be part of the Print family and get an opportunity to speak exclusively to our reporters. Ask them the questions that you want them to answer. Please follow the instructions that you see on the screen. Now, coming back to the theaterization, The Print has learned that the Narendra Modi government has set a time frame of 1 year from the swearing in of the new government next month for rolling out theaterization. It is learned that the government is very clear that it wants theaterization rolled out and expects the armed forces to come up with a structure within the set time frame. Theaterization will see unified or theater commands rather than individual ones and will be the biggest military reform the country has ever seen. As first reported by The Print in July last year, the plan is to set up 2 integrated theater commands to take on Pakistan and China, with the first to come up opposite the western borders, as well as a maritime theater command. Now, the Modi government is carrying on with his business as usual approach and has already set his priorities for the new term. A source said that the BJP has made a commitment to theaterization in its election manifesto, and hence the CDS, along with the service chiefs and relevant officials, are already working on more jointness, integration, and eventual theaterization. A second source said that while eventual theaterization will take time, the government expects to roll out structured jointness initiatives by the end of this year. This will include structures for joint training, administration initiatives, and logistics. However, no structures or hierarchy of the new system has been finalized yet. This is because the focus right now is on the integration and not theater, the sources said, adding that it was a bottom-up and not a top-down approach. As The Print reported last July, Jaipur, home to the Army's Southwestern Command, will be the headquarters for the theater command that will look after Pakistan. The other theater command to take care of the borders with China will come up in Lucknow, which currently is the headquarters of the Central Command. Both the Southwest and the Central Commands had carried out a detailed study on the theatre command structure earlier. Similarly, as the print reported, the Maritime Theatre Command to look after India's maritime and coastal interest will come up in Karnataka's Karwar, which is close to Goa. However, other cities are also under deliberation. Now, the Maritime Command will be headed by a naval officer. The other two will see rotational appointments from the Army and the Air Force. The first integrated theatre command in Jaipur will be a test bed and will take into account the shortcomings, fine-tunings needed and the challenges that come about. If the plan is finalized, and I must say if the plan is finalized, the Army's Southwestern and the Southern commands and elements from the Northern Command will come under the Jaipur-based Theatre Command, apart from the Air Force's Western and Southwestern Air Commands and elements from the Central and the Southern Commands. The former Chief of the Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, had formulated a plan. It was stuck because of a lack of agreement on such a significant change. While it was claimed in February 2020 that the theatre commands would be ready in 3 years, the print had reported in 2021 that it would be delayed due to strong differences among the armed forces over the basic structure of the commands. However, as reported again in June last year, after months of dithering multiple plans and objections by the Army, Navy and the Air Force, they are finally 99% on board the broad contours of the theatre commands being given shape by General Chauhan. Now, multiple discussions are ongoing at various levels. During the review on the 9th and 10th, General Chauhan stressed the need for expediting the joiners process to create a multi-domain response-capable Indian Armed Forces. While the nearly 17 lakh strong Indian Armed Forces currently have 13 individual commands, there are 2 tri-service commands, that is the Andaman and Nicobar Command and the Strategic Forces Command, which looks after nuclear assets. The original idea was to cut down these different service commands to 5 theatres and functional commands. That is the Northern Land Theatre, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh and Central Sector. So yes, this is what is really happening when it comes to theaterization. In the coming weeks and months, you will see more stories and videos on this whole process. But remember that this is not going to be a top-down approach, but actually a bottoms-up approach. Please subscribe to The Print for more such videos.